What is going on, everybody? We are back on it. Hunter x Hunter, chapter 389, titled Curse 2. We have 2 chapters left. Patreon members, you guys will see this on Sunday, the 24th. YouTube, it'll be on Friday. Patreon members, be on the lookout. I think probably Thursday or Friday of next week, we'll have the final chapter up. Friday at the latest. Since this is today's the day I put up everybody in Patreon and YouTube, hey, leave me your anime suggestions. I've gotten like 30 different anime suggestions. So there's a lot of stuff I've got to filter through and then get a poll going. So the poll will be up this upcoming week. So we'll get that narrowed down, and then for next week, Patreon members, we will have new animes on the Patreon side. And then we'll kind of slowly get them onto YouTube as well. But in the meantime, so instead of making you guys wait until next Sunday, by Thursday or Friday, the final chapter 390 will be live. So just a heads up for that, because I know this past week we didn't have as much content since we were done with Avatar and those things. But we'll have that, and then whatever we decide to vote on, we'll see which one's going to be Patreon exclusive and early access and all that kind of stuff. We'll get there. But just a heads up on that. Also, if you're brand new here, trying to get 10,000 subscribers. That's the goal for 2020. So if you're new and you haven't hit the subscribe button, I would appreciate it. Last chapter, we didn't get anything too crazy. I've been thinking about this like in my free time. Scenarios and ways to counter T-Dog and his ability. And after talking to some people and just seeing where he's at now, we have no idea where he might end up. I don't know if we get more progression of him within the next 2 chapters or what he might be written to be in the next however many chapters this goes on for, if it ever comes back. But I don't think he would be able to even be considered in the same ballpark as a Netero or a Miriam on that level, to be honest with you. I've given it some time, and I've talked to some people about it. Just the pure speed, the pure speed and power alone, I don't see how he would stand a chance against a Netero. He can't even see the hands, correct? Even Pito didn't even know what she just got hit by and all those type of things. I feel like he would see himself just splattered, be turned into dust, and he wouldn't have known, did it come from above me, below me, left, right, what just happened? He wouldn't even know where to move. And there would just be no way for him to avoid it. So he might move more to the right. For all he knows, he got hit from the right. It'd just be a mess. I don't think he would stand a chance against Netero. I don't think he would stand a chance against Miriam. And then, like we said, anybody with a huge area, a huge AoE ability, he wouldn't be able to do anything within, unless he could escape the area within 10 seconds. Where he would range against other people, I'm not sure. I don't know how big of a blast or big bang an Uvo or a full adult Gon could make that he would be able to get away from within 10 seconds. And I would just like to think there might be some people that would just... I don't know. I feel like everything has a counter. And I would need it to be written before I could like sit here and fan through. I feel like everything has a way to be beaten. So say you're not a Netero, you're not a Miriam, and you don't have a big area of effectability. Is there a way to kill or defeat him? I'm sure there is. Maybe my mental can't conjure it up to think about it. But I'm sure there would be. I don't know how. I'm sure you guys have fan theoried, and I'm sure there's a bunch of posts on Reddits and forums and things like that on how he could be defeated or who would be a good matchup, you know, but... I don't know. We'll leave it at there. If we get more of it before these next 2 chapters, then we'll discuss it. But that's where I'm at. He was introduced to me at the very beginning like something that's going to be so broken that nobody would be able to. But now that I'm kind of thinking about it, it is pretty broken. Because how do you ever defeat somebody that's always one step ahead? Always. I don't know. We'll just leave it at that and go from there. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. Again, this will go up on Sunday for Patreon members. Monday, we will have the Attack on Titan, which is going to just be... My God. It's going to be something wild. YouTube, this will be up on Friday. And then again, Patreon members by Friday at the latest. I'm going to hope for Thursday. we have the final chapter up. I've started a new full-time job this past week, so that's why I wasn't very present in the Discord or in the YouTube channel comments. But I finally got my schedule. I'll be working Sunday to Thursday, 8 to 9 hour days on those days. So I'll be a lot of weekend video reactions stockpiling up and maybe not being able to sit down and do it like I did during the week, but hopefully we'll figure out a schedule and we'll get on it and we'll go from there. Let's go ahead and do it. When Shukaku killed himself, I was in the master bedroom with 5 others. They were 7th Prince, his guard, Hunter Ridge, and Basho, and the 2nd Queen's guard, Famule. 7th Prince was watching a movie while doing legal drugs as usual. Until the shot was fired, we were wary of the rumbling. Shukaku, who was at the door, was not on our radar. According to Rice, who talked to him, Shukaku shouted, "Long live first Prince Benjamin," and shot himself in the temple. Oh, this is the report. Yeah, this is the report back to Benjamin. The rumbling stopped the moment the shot was fired. From this, I'm sure that an ability on 9th Prince Halkenberg's side and Shukaku's suicide must be linked. We haven't caught up with Benjamin in a minute. I hate to say it, but given the circumstances, I need to go this way first. The possibility is strong that a forced suicide was used as a currency in a deal. Are you saying he chose to die in exchange for sparing my life? That rumble was indicative of an emitter ability, simply converting into destructive force. I estimate it is equivalent to a supersonic fireball. A direct hit would be fatal, whether or not you have Nen. Good to know. I agree with your overall assessment, but I have 3 problems with your theory. 3? What are they? First, are we recording? Okay, cool. First, if that rumbling was in preparation to fire an emitter attack, did Shukaku really think 9th Prince Halkenberg would attack? Oh god, what is this confusing diagram about to be? We're currently in detention under surveillance in the VVIP area. Assuming 9th Prince Halkenberg knew this via Shukaku or the Queen, he'd need to attack the lower ranked princes to reach us. True. Oh, are they under the impression that he could just fire this off through rooms or anything at any given ability? At any given time? It's out of character for him to force a suicide or sacrifice the lower ranked princes as collateral damage. Even if he's had a change of heart and decided to aggressively pursue the succession battle, this is too great a change too quickly. True. You didn't see what happened to him in that room. My man, he's a changed man. 2, why suicide? If they're giving him an order, why not assassinate another prince? Also true. And 3, can princes kill each other? Oh yeah, could you... Well, did we get confirmation on if it's by my actual hand, can I kill you? Can I manipulate another to kill you? Maybe we'll find out here. First Prince Benjamin and I are of the opinion that if the Nen Beast could kill each other or the princes, this would have been over already. A Nen Beast with First Prince Benjamin's temperament would have done either or both. This means Nen Beasts don't kill each other, and they don't directly kill other princes. Those must be the ground rules, I see. And everyone knows that killing a royal is capital offense, even for a prince. Then it's natural to assume their Nen Beast will also be beholden to that law. I guess by circumstance, sure. We know 9th Prince Halkenberg couldn't use Nen before boarding the ship. If that ability was his Nen Beast, targeting the first prince would run counter to its instincts. Even if the prince gained the ability through the Nen Beast would never support an ability that could directly kill a prince. I guess I agree with that. I didn't think that far. Doesn't that mean Shukaku was manipulated? That still doesn't explain why. Yeah, why would you manipulate? I mean, why would you manipulate someone to have them commit suicide? I mean, if you're in danger, manipulate them and have them take themselves out. And Shukaku was a manipulator. He was aware of the countermeasures. First come, first serve. Shukaku would have manipulated himself first to block the enemy's ability. Oh, I Miss Shalnark. Then why did Shukaku kill himself? And the key to that question, why did he die in front of room 1007? The mission has become more delicate and requires your full attention. You must remember all the details and observe closely what they do in room 1007 from now on to figure out the why. So this is the guy I was getting confused as the third prince here. They look damn near identical, to tell you the truth. I always think the third prince and Benjamin are hanging with each other, but it's not the same person. What does Benjamin think about all this? I'm curious. I'm curious what he really thinks about all this, because when we boarded, it almost looked like, well, I'm saying from Benjamin's point of view. Of course, from the reader, you're not. If it was that easy, Benjamin just would have won all this in the first day. You know, he has control of the army. He's first in line, so he can kind of dictate what princes get as far as security. I can put my guys here, put my guys here. I know Nen, blah blah blah, etc. etc. Now, he had a firm grip on it, and I feel like that grip is like he's about to just, if he's not already, he's just gonna be dropped in there the free for all with everybody else. He had like a step above, and I feel like that's slipping. A fourth rumbling of aura. The intervals are getting shorter. Vict, what's happening? Oh, they're on the radio. An emergency, 2 clicks of the teeth. He's in battle. First Prince Benjamin, stay on the line. It doesn't work. It's no use. Once ninth Prince Halkenberg. The bow. He's invincible. Attacks won't. Wait, is this? Oh, so this is happening. Like he did it again. So they took over somebody else. It's no use. Once ninth Prince Halkenberg, and then ecstatic. The bow. He's invincible. Attacks won't work. And he's dead. Fix 2 sides of the same coin. Tackle shield was offensive and defensive. I thought it would be possible for him, if not to overpower ninth Prince Halkenberg, to maintain the status quo and keep him in check. Ninth Prince Halkenberg was more aggressive than we thought, and it appears that his power is impossible to defend against once they're ready to attack. Shit. You know it's coming, but you can't defend or attack. It's beyond anything an individual could muster in such a short amount of time. We should assume it's a weapon composed of his entire team. Exactly. Being more powerful than all expectations, they must be resolved to sacrifice a life with every shot. Is that true? Is that what makes it so strong? Is that part of it? Is a body going to have to drop every time we want to fire this arrow? And is there... we haven't caught up with Halkenberg stuff in a while. I'm still kind of rumbling that around in my head. The more people, the stronger it is. But is there a certain point of like where you don't need anymore? Like clearly it's overkill. Nobody's gonna be able to, like, not even Miriam or Netero or somebody could stop it. Like, chill. You don't need an extra body. Like 5 people. If I had 5 people walking like in my squad as Halkenberg, is that enough to defeat the most basic Nen user? Like they wouldn't be able to stop it. 10 people, somebody on like a Gone level wouldn't be able to stop it. 20, like Netero, okay, clearly. Or is it this strong whether he's got 2 people in his squad or 200? You can't do it. You can't stop it. I don't know if we ever got confirmation on that. Shukaku is dead. Oh, there goes the stars, but Vict is still alive. It's not just an emitter attack, but beyond that, we know nothing. We need clues, but we can't waste any. Yeah, they're trying to collect clues, and they're losing bodies because of it. Should we turn to Muse's Al from Second Prince Camilla onto a guard to investigate? That's inadvisable. We know far less about Second Prince Camilla's ability. Yeah, you don't know what the hell she's got going on. Second Prince Camilla's ability killed Muse instantly. That's enough of a threat that it must be monitored. Besides, even if we could witness an attack, whether we could interpret our observations correctly is dubious. But Ninth Prince Halkenberg is clearly more urgent. Do you have a plan? Leave it to me. Okay, my man's getting on the hotline. A serial killer is on the loose in the lower tiers, requiring redeployment of soldiers who are not personal guards. And we have plenty of evidence and motive to throw suspicion or premeditated murder on Ninth Prince Halkenberg, since our soldiers keep experiencing an he did not just do that. Cut off the supply of personnel and separate his men from the command center. Exactly. If his ability is powerful, the best plan is to not let him use it at all. Alright. Oh shit, this is happening. Like they're going to his door right now. So they were like, how do we deal with it? I don't know, arrest him. Have we met any of these people before? Restricted Voyage Permit Agency Special Task Force on loan to Kaken Justice Bureau Investigation Department. So they're here to investigate that Halkenberg is going on a mass killing spree in the lower levels. Is that what's happening? A serial killer is on the loose in the lower tiers, requiring redeployment of soldiers who are not personal guards. We have evidence and motive to throw suspicion of premeditated murder on 9th Prince Halkenberg since our soldiers keep experiencing anomalies. Okay, let's see how this plays out. 9th Prince Halkenberg has been arrested. Did they really just walk up there and take his ass? He'll be forbidden from having contact with his men until the trial is finished. Fixed location and safety are unknown, so like 2nd Prince Camilla, 9th Prince Halkenberg will likely be released due to insufficient evidence and placed under surveillance. The opening trial will be crucial. Yes, our golden opportunity. We will get him then. Oh god. Benjamin just has too much pull. It's like as soon as somebody starts ascending, arrest him. Get rid of his ass. And it just gives him time to like reset. Oh, we haven't caught up with him in a while. Still reading? I thought you read it once. It's full of lyrics from classic songs, so it's hard to put down. A song is perfect to relay a message, and if you know it, the melody plays in your head. This book makes sense as propaganda, and the concept of each chapter in song pairing is perfect. I was wrong about 6th Prince Tyson. Last chapter of This Wonderful World goes straight to your heart. I'd love to have her be king, but you know what that means? It's in direct opposition to her principles. This book is starting to feel like her parting message. Get emotionally attached is dangerous, I know, but you should read this. Do you think hypersensitive love can redeem? I forgot what her ability was, but isn't if you read her book you become like infatuated with her or want to support her? Doesn't she have something like Halkenberg going on? Our mission is to protect the prince until the new continent. Your real job begins after that. That's true. Will I be able to pat myself on the back on a job well done and wave goodbye when I can see the upcoming tragedy? Later. Surprise, happy birthday. Oh my god. And the prince is like hand delivering her a cake and everything. This is wild. But my birthday isn't. That's why it's a surprise. We'd have to say goodbye in 2 months anyway. How lucky are you she made you a cake? I'm so glad I met you. Don't cry, Gil. I order you to smile, yes, and if I botch the recipe a bit, just say it's delicious. Okay, what's going on here? Long live First Prince Benjamin. Oh, this dude? Is this him? Why here? I have no idea. No, this is. I thought this was the second guy. This was Victor, whoever, about to shoot himself in the head. Do we know what Victor looks like? I don't know. Anything different like what? Nobody else was shot. It was in the hallway. What's the point of asking? I'll be honest, I ain't telling you nothing. Nobody's going to offer information. I don't even know if there's information worth ordering. If there was a reason he died in front of our room, it was a diversion. They made us turn our attention to the hallway while they did something. Likely a plot devised around Second Queen's men. 9th Prince Halkenberg got something done in the chaos using her guards in room 1007. But what something this involved wouldn't be worth it if it wasn't an assassination of 7th Prince. We still never caught up with who was left in that body, did we? When we made the switch with Halkenberg's man and the royal soldier. After he shot himself in the head, we were supposed to find out like who's really in there. Is it Halkenberg's man, or did they switch consciousness like some Eno mind transfer jutsu thing? Like I got you, you got me. There are 5 guards belonging to the second queen in room 1007 besides Saito. 4 more was in my visual field after the shot. Javette and Rice were in the living room. Odessa and Guadu were sleeping. They must have been the ones plotting something. Garrett, the hunter, and Mashi were also sleeping. This guy's really trying to piece this thing together. None of Second Queen's men in 1007 use Nen, but I'm not as good as a judge. As Furkov, if they are really good, they could deceive me. If I were to question the 4 who were asleep, it could tip them off. I'm aware of that possibility. It's best to wait and see. If I'm right, they were trying to manipulate to assassinate 7th Prince. It would be just what we'd want anyway, so we wouldn't interfere. I should shift to this afternoon. He'll do something then. Well, I say he won't. There's really a possibility to pull something off like that, even with the two of them sleeping in the same room. Shouldn't we put our efforts into eliminating? He really wants to take this man Halkenberg out. Like, he won't let it go. Rather than investigating room 1007 going by the book, with the Justice Department as an intermediary, would never lead to a conviction. The military can't enforce martial law without a national emergency, but depending on interpretation, it should be possible using the First Prince's authority. An open democracy for the people. So stifling. The prince and the captain have so much discipline. I'd shoot first to come up with an excuse later. Well, someone like that likely can't survive the succession battle. I'm investigating what was going on. Will you cooperate? I was thinking Second Queen's men were plotting something and placing the shifts under review. Mashi and Scar should be put under observation as prime subjects. I agree. But 7th Prince Lulu is opposed. 7th Queen's secret to success is in action. His opinion is she doesn't assist any prince. We should still work on the premise that the danger exists. Basha was a cool character. I wish we would have gotten more of him in the anime. If they were pretending not to be able to use Nen, they're quite good. Be careful. Got it. Yeah, right. I think this is all a charade. My First Prince Benjamin's man, an ability that activates through Shukaku sacrificing his own. Oh, wow. Basha's over here thinking the man sacrificed himself on purpose. Using Nen that amplifies after death would be powerful. If putting the suicide in front of the room 1007 was a red herring, they're placing blame on the 9th Prince Halkenberg, but they're actually after somebody else, maybe the 2nd. Okay, Basha's taking it to another level here. Everyone's trying to force... regardless, I don't care what any of these people think as far as, like, you know, was it this, was it that? What does it mean? I need to go back to Halkenberg and see whose consciousness is in his subordinate's body. I really gotta know. A hierarchy society wouldn't bat an eye at using the lives of its constituents as raw materials. I wouldn't be surprised if there were many who plan to use Nen after death. The most popular use is to cast a curse that haunts the target after death, but like the guardian spirit beast, those should be invisible. If they're already possessed by a guardian spirit beast, is there room for another? Anyway, I'll have to keep a watchful eye. VVIP area, 2nd Prince Camilla. What the hell she been doing? She just been hanging out, right? Sigh, I want to die. Is that like speaking to her Nen ability, or like she really wants to die? Ever since I found out why I was born, I've been thinking of you every day, so we be reunited in the afterlife. Oh, this is the guard talking about this. Oh, okay, I thought this was Camilla. What's this guard talking about here? I will curse you to death. 2nd Prince Camilla's soldier cursing the 1st Prince. Oh God. All for 2nd Prince Camilla's ascension to the throne and her property. Well, Benjamin's gonna be fucked. He's gonna have a little curse on his ass after she dies. Many ancient kingdoms had a custom of sacrificial burial. Ancient Kaken had a particular practice of afterlife companions. Afterlife companions were used to supervise princes who were unable to become king in the land of the dead, to prevent them from turning into vengeful ghosts that curse the king or the country. Well, it's something to just keep their, like, spirit their after-death spirit stable from going crazy. Though it was supposed to be an honor, they were compulsively selected from the have-nots, the lowest of the caste system. The custom of afterlife companions fell into disuse, but the caste remained. They were forbidden from holding public office or joining the military and holding rank. But clearly you're holding some kind of military rank here as a bodyguard now. Oh, so everybody has one. Oh, shit. Everybody has one. Ever since I found out why I was born, I've been thinking of you every day, so we'd be reunited in the afterlife. Or this is... What? Hold up. But second Prince Camilla gave all the have-nots the opportunity to join her personal army, constructed a special ward on her private property, and gave them the same status and rights as the armed forces. With their overwhelming support of second Prince Camilla, they spontaneously called for the reinstatement of afterlife companions. Combined with Nen abilities, they transformed into powerful curse assassins. Oh, now here's 9 more people with whatever they got going on, and another group added to the pot with 1 chapter to go. I guess it's not the end because, like, clearly the story technically is not over, but who knows if and when it'll ever come back. But just imagine if you're just reading an incomplete story. It's like you're in the middle of like a Harry Potter book or a Lord of the Rings or any kind of Game of Thrones book, and it just stops. Story's not over. You don't know who wins in the end, what happens, it just stops. Bucket, second Prince Soldier cursing the third Prince, second Prince Soldier cursing the fourth Prince. Jeez, everybody's got a curse on their ass. They carried their target's name, a photograph, a piece of their clothing, or a bodily specimen at all times, and cursed them with every breath. Like they just sit there and like recite that. Their curse became stronger the more time went on, and the closer they were to their target. The ability was activated upon their death, and the ideal was to commit suicide in the target's presence. Good lord. She had this going on before the succession well, maybe she knew there was always going to be a succession battle, but she had this going on before. Because for them to be that loyal and committed to it, she's like she said she, you know, gave them status and places to live and what the hell? It's clear Shukaku wasn't a cock and have not, but it's possible he used the same kind of curse. 9th Prince Halkenberg's men are multinational, so we don't know where they're from. I wouldn't be surprised if some had circumstances similar to ours. Ah, they're all talking amongst each other. If second Prince Camilla gets cursed, you will put your own life on the line to exercise. Okay, so I'm guessing she's got exorcist and ability. We don't have to be companions. We're ready to do it. We use our lives for second Prince Camilla in the future, not dead princes. Second Prince Camilla gave us a choice when we weren't even human. Those relieved of duty will investigate whether there are exorcists among the enemy. Dust in the... Oh god, here, let's see what this ability is about to be. Dust in the Wind Hellfruit. An ability unique to Cockins have-nots. Carry an object connected to the target along with a dagger. Carry an object connected to the target. What do we mean by object? A piece of like DNA, hair, or like a shirt, an old piece of clothing? What are we talking about here? And curse the target every day. On the day of the deed, burn the object, drink the infusion of the ashes, okay, then commit suicide with the dagger to activate the curse. The target will be deprived of aura, and in the case of the most powerful curse, will be exposed to the force of the curse under enforced Zetsu, which will be fatal in a few hours. So the curse is you will not be able to access aura at all. You're basically Nenless, like if you never learn Nen. But This part sucks is because you're aware of Nen, but you can't use it or access it. Or in the case of the most powerful curse, will be exposed to the force of the curse under enforced Zetsu. It would be fatal. So, hold on. The basis of the curse makes you unable to access aura. If it's a real strong curse, it forces Zetsu upon you, which will be fatal enough to kill you? Am I reading that correctly? The risk of failure is too high. To attempt to curse a higher ranked prince while the guardian spirit beast abilities are unknown, we don't know how loyal the hunters are to the mission either. Yeah, they've got to, man. Because ideally, like you said, they want to kill in front of them. The fact that they would even get that opportunity would be slim. Or if the exorcist, the curse would get at least flushed out the Hunter Association exorcist. Maybe the 10th, 11th, and 13th princess, the 14th curse hadn't had enough time. Yeah, because the princes are so young. Right here. Well, I want to send a curse today, but I want to have the prince live a few days to see if the hunters have an exorcist among them. Who do you think is the most suitable? If the curse is sent from this room, it would take 3 months for all the effects, for all 3 to take effect? From room 102 will take 10 days, the other 2 will take 2 weeks. Captain, the 10th and the 11th princes are being held for an escape attempt. We also heard rumors of fatalities. What? Won't their rooms get sealed then? It will take more than 6 months if they're in cells. What the hell? Then 2 weeks with taller, hold on, that was if the targets are defenseless. The royals defending the prosperities of the dynasties are protected by noble guardian spirit beast. Impertinent curses sent from the safety of our own territory will be obliterated with one sharp look. So basically it's a crapshoot that the curse is even going to do anything at all if you don't kill yourself in front of said target. The only thing we have-nots have to surpass the royals, to have a chance at crossing swords with higher-ranking powerful guardian spirit beast, is our determination. Without the courage and sufficient preparation to perish close enough to touch the prince, while looking into the prince's eyes, how could our curse ever be successful? Then say sooner. Ingenuity has the same power as experience. The young skin their knees, and the old pick medical herbs in their presence. The degree of difficulty and resolve. Yeah, it is. Then it'll have to be me. I can form a powerful curse if I get right next to the 14th print. Oh God, of course, that's your prince. Of course it is. Okay, yeah. We had a what? 1 in 13 shot? Not even. How many princes have been killed? 2. So we had a 1 in 11 shot of it not being Kurapika, and it is. 14th prince, even though my time has been short. Second prince Camilla didn't want to ask for teachings, but she'll give us permission if it's for a curse. If the hunters in room 1014 are teaching Nen to force a stalemate, there'll be more classes. I'll go next. Oh, fuck. Now, I'm curious if that happens next chapter, though, because it's rare that we've gotten the way chapters have ended. The following chapter leads off where we kind of left off. So I doubt we may even get that. Enemy fangs will reach you. Overt malice must be avoided. Of course, quell hate with love. I'm good at it. Going downhill, you won't get away with skin knees. Such cheating from you means I'm on the right track. I'm awake now. I've been in the military for too long. I'm a have-not. I have nothing to lose, even if I fail. Okay, now here's the prince that I always get confused with the bodyguard. And so everyone who took the class Awaken Nen will reach the first steps to activation by the last day. What's your impression? Physical aspects have been greatly improved, and as for my perception of the world, literally everything is different. Can you see my guardian spirit beast? Yes, it's more awe-inspiring than I imagine. Well done. Here's your reward. What's this? A coin created by my beast. You are the first to receive one. What an honor. I'm the real first recipient. Oh. Alright, you piece of shit. The number has gone up. I totally forgot. Now I gotta Google that. Third prince spirit beast ability. A bill? What the f? A bill. Thank you. What was his ability? Because I forgot what the coins did. It means like he owes you. I don't even know. Let's see if we can find it here, though. Here it is. Zhanglei's guardian spirit beast. I'm not going to read anything else, by the way. Zhanglei's guardian spirit beast is shaped like a big, whatever that means. I'm going to say big sundial, big coin, with a dark flame covering its rim. It has an inscription-like patterns on its inner part, and yeah, I don't care about any of that. Is a conjurer with a compound-typed ability to produce a coin from its mouth every day. The owner of a coin will gain various abilities after fulfilling certain conditions. Did we find out what the hell those, Yeah, because then it was like, well, what are the conditions and what are the abilities you get granted? Do you get granted things that already... that'll enhance what you already know, or can you get granted something completely different? Could I be an enhancer and now all of a sudden I get a specific conjure ability or something like that? Who knows? We're setting up so much here. This again, we just got hit with another info dump of characters and what they could do and names and assignments. And we've got one chapter left. That's absolutely crazy. We really do have one chapter left. There's a lot text heavy chapter for sure. A lot of information. Halkenberg getting scooped up and all that stuff. Camilla's new suicide squad. And yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. I guess we'll go ahead and leave it there. Nothing too crazy. Just everybody and their mother freaking out about Halkenberg. One of these suicide squad people looking to go take out 14th Prince, which happens to be where Karapika is, so we'll see how that plays out. And then we see the third prince's Nen ability in action, or Spirit Beast ability in action again, but we really got one chapter left. That is absolutely crazy. I need to scroll back and see when we started the first chapter. I wonder if we got everything done in a year? I can't remember. Cannot remember where we started, but we'll go ahead and leave it there, and we have one chapter left, and I officially will be done with everything Hunter x Hunter just like everybody else. I'll be sitting here waiting. I'll be 30 years old this year in November. I wonder how long it'll take. 40? 60? Will I be alive? We'll see. I appreciate it, guys. Again, if you're new, trying to hit 10,000 subscribers, greatly appreciated. Everybody enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the Attack on Titan and everything that's coming out. We'll have the new anime suggestions and polls and everything up as well, and we'll go from there. Like, share, favorite, subscribe as always.